Hi, Taurus. This is Kathy. Welcome to my channel, Kathy Mamolen, Psychic Medium. Welcome to a timeless love reading for my Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Welcome back, everybody. Welcome to anybody that's newly guided here. Today, I'm going to ask our spirit guides what's next in love, what's coming towards you, what is it that they want you to know, any energy that's around you at this time. So let's call in our guides. Let's see what they have. Spirit, I call upon you for loving messages. What do you need my Taurus to know today? I am listening for you now. I have a moment. Think of a special moment that brought you much joy with your partner. I'm just going to go with the feeling, which I always love, a moment in time. And we all have those, whether it's the first moment we met, whether it's the first conversation, or whether it's the first smile, the first time we made love. But there's always those moments in time that take our breath away, or that we'll never forget. I'll never forget this moment. And it's so special. There's something so special about it. And you think at the time, you don't even realize how special it is until you look back at it and you go, wow, that was just, and it could be just, it doesn't have to be like this big significant event. It can be just something very simple between the two of you. I have guilt. Don't let guilt get in the way of your happiness. You deserve to be happy. Nothing you've done in the past, nothing you've said. You deserve happiness. Spirit, please share with me. I have being tested. Do you feel like you are being tested right now by the universe, by God? Do you feel that you, I don't know, your test, like, am I strong enough? Sometimes that, what do they say? God will only give you what you can handle. I think a lot of us feel like I really have been tested. My patience has been tested. The waiting game has been tested. All of those things. Is someone testing you? I have our souls. Your soul is preparing to reconnect. Trust in the process. So is it a soulmate in separation? Is it soulmates from a past lifetime that we are getting ready? So the test is, are you being patient? Are you working on yourself so that when you unite with this person, you are ready for this person? And bottom of the deck, I have love conquers all. I just don't want you to ever give up on love. I don't want you to ever give in or give up. Nothing about your past. You do deserve, you moving forward or any time in your life, you deserve to be loved. But you always want to know that you have a lot of love to give, and that there's someone out there that they would love to be with you. There's a lot of people that would love to be with you. Spirit, please share with me. What is it that you have for Taurus today? I have a 9 of Cups. I have a Magician. Queen of Cups. And I have an 8 of Pentacles. I'm going to say you've worked hard for this moment, not necessarily your career or your goals or success. You've worked hard on you. And I feel like you have found contentment and joy and love in your life. I also feel like you know what you're good at and what you're not good at, that you have a lot to offer, and anybody would be lucky to have you. So it took you a long time to get there. I feel like I had to heal some childhood wounds. I struggled with issues that I didn't even know I had, until they were brought to the surface. Spirit's saying you're not there today, okay? You're this beautiful queen, magician, and it's a sense of you can create the life and the world that you want. I have an Ace of Pentacles. I feel like that just came into me as I am the luckiest person on the face of the earth, okay? That there's something going on around you, that they choose you, okay? You may be thinking that they want to be with somebody else. They may be dating somebody else, but they choose you, is how it comes into me. I'm not putting you in a third-party situation, but it's a sense of there could be strings attached to somebody and they have to make up their mind, or you're not going to be with them. They make up their mind. They choose you, and then we're going to get this started. They come back to you with some kind of offer. They come back to you having made up their mind. Okay. So you could have pushed this away for a little bit because you have worked way, way, way too hard on healing and way too hard on being the best self that you can be. But I feel like they come back with an honest offer. I have honest feelings for you. I care about you. I don't want to let this go. I want to see what we can have together. So there is a sense of, I'm not willing to just push this away. It's a sense of, I'd be crazy to push this away. Okay. I'm crazy for you. It's maybe you've really turned their head. Maybe you have changed their mind about what commitment means, or what it means to really love somebody unconditionally. So they could be just, their mind could be spinning with, I've never felt this way, or I've never had kind of this, it almost feels a little desperate that if they lose you, they'd be devastated. It's a love spell. What have you done to me? I do feel that. I mean, that's kind of the sense. It's this person is caught off guard somehow, that they have fallen, they've fallen deeper than they've ever fallen before. Is kind of how it's coming into me. So maybe those feelings aren't familiar to them. I've never been this deeply in love with somebody. I've never been this crazy over somebody. I've never been obsessed over somebody. I feel like you cast a spell, you enchanted, a spell on me. So what have you done to me? Intimacy, the chemistry could be off the charts. Our being together could be, just like we're made for each other. And it just feels that way. This is what I thought it should feel like. I just have never had this before. In the back of my mind, I kind of thought maybe this would exist, but I wasn't lucky enough to find this until now. So I do feel like I'm questioning it. There's a part of me that says, is this real? I think that we're going through that. But at the same time, I do not want to push this away. So you could have somebody who is struggling with a little bit overwhelmed. I can't handle a liar. I can't handle a sneak. I'm going to go with this feeling of you've got to decide more so than the liar. Like if you find out that this person still has strings attached, that I'm not going to allow you to lie to the other person. I'm not going to allow you to keep us a secret. Okay. So it's a feeling of you won't be a secret, and you're not going to allow them to put you in that situation, that you'll walk away. So if they're truly crazy about you, then they're going to cut the strings, for in another connection and then start something with you. I have a guardian angel, a lost loved one watches over you both, they're saying. So it's a little bit of some lost person in your life recently or over the years has brought this union together, because the way they said both. And I have open up your heart. It will help you attract more love. So you are opening up your heart to this person, but I feel like there's terms and conditions. I'm only going to be with you. I'm not going to have an affair with somebody. Let's just put it that way. I'm not going to allow you to try me out while you're still with somebody else. If you want to be with me, then you've got to be with me and only me. So you're not going to be a choice. You're not going to be one of many, right? And you won't be a secret is how it's coming in. Spirit, please share with me. I have success. I want a relationship that I feel proud of. I mean, this feels like I'm toasting to it. I feel like we're celebrating. We're at an anniversary. We're at a wedding. So I want a relationship that I'm proud of. I want to hold my head up high. I want to take you to so and so's wedding as my plus one. So I'm not going to do those things if we're secret. I'm not interested in that. So somebody who's crazy about you, family, making a home and having kids and loving support. I want it all. And you're allowed to say that to somebody, okay? If they have that with somebody else, good for them. But they can't have you also, all right? They can't have what they have and add you to their plate, okay? So I think that it took you too long to get to be the person that you are today to accept anything less than your first and only. I have a romance. Keep the spark alive by rekindling this passion. I'm going to go more with I've never felt this way before. And I don't know. I'm hoping that this stays like this, or is it just intense chemistry? And then we have a conversation of we can keep this going. It's just because we are meant for each other. You don't feel these kinds of sparks with everybody. You don't feel this intimacy with everybody. You all know that. I have integrity. Be sure your motives are pure before proceeding. I have integrity. I want to hold my head up high. So there's something about they choose you before this gets started. Okay. So if they have any strings attached, if they are quote unquote separated, but they're not officially divorced yet, then no, I'm not interested in starting something with you. When you get a divorce, let me know if I'm still available. So it feels like there's a lot of boundaries around you, and I feel like you're not going to allow anybody to cross that line. So that feels good. I have a light bulb, an aha moment, a breakthrough moment, an epiphany, realizing that you're the one. Okay. So, I mean, we're all adults, and sometimes we don't meet somebody with a perfect clean slate. We meet somebody who has miscellaneous relationships. They have strings attached. They're in and out of a relationship with somebody. They have complications. It's hard because we bring to the table, we're not perfect. We are human beings. We have a lot going on in our lives. But that person has to make a choice to be with only one person. And that's what we're talking about. So if the epiphany is, I want to be with you, you're the good stuff, developing over time, this feeling of you're like a good wine, you're worth the investment, you're different. And yeah, it's only going to get better with time. So they may see that in you. I have a snake. I'm not interested in just being seduced. I'm not interested in somebody else being jealous of me being with you. I'm not interested in betraying somebody else. You may be betraying them, but I'm not interested in being a part of that. So that could be going on as well. I'm not going there is really the reading. I feel the connection. I do feel the putting down roots with you. I could feel it. I definitely want it as well. I feel like you're supposed to be in my life. I would say that. So if that's what you want, I feel like there's only one tree there. You got to be I feel like you're just putting down you're putting down your foot, that you won't settle for anything less than being one and only. And I don't blame you for that. Spirit, please share with me some loving feelings. What are the feelings? What other messages do you have for us? I have an Ace of Wands. Yeah, there's nothing like this connection. It could be a soulmate, twin flame. Wow, that I just can't believe how fast I've fallen in love with you. I wasn't expecting to fall for you so fast. I would say something along those lines. And And maybe we know that that string's attached and we just say, whoa, 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 you know, I just can't do this. King of Cups, I know that we're supposed to be together. I'm going to say I can't. Look at it. I mean, I don't even know which way to go, but let's go with the Queen of Cups and the King of Cups for a second, because I just feel that from the moment I met you, a moment in time I never forgot, okay? I knew I was going to fall in love with you. Okay, but there's some terms and conditions under this. There's definitely, I'm going to give you my heart, and I want to give you my heart, but not under the way that it's happening now. So something has to change just a little bit. I don't feel like it's a divorce. I don't feel like it's a third party situation. I feel like it's, you still get strings attached to somebody. You could be dating somebody that they think it's more than what you have with them, and you've got to kind of call it off with them and tell them you want to date somebody else. You've been dating somebody for a couple of months, something like that. You're not as into them as they're into you, but you got to call it off. And yeah, we have feelings for each other. I have a 9 of Cups. I have an Ace of Pentacles. Come back at me with an offer. Come back at me when you have something to say. I want to build upon something. I definitely want to be put on a pedestal, and I definitely am feeling it's the right thing to do. So I don't feel like you are going to settle for anything less, Taurus. I feel like you're going to put your foot down and you are going to be the only one, or else you're not going to do anything. Can I have a timeline, please, Spirit? I have in a few days. Okay, so maybe over a few days it happens, you know, like there's this kind of whirlwind of emotion and somebody makes a decision sooner than expected. I have at the holidays a little bit of I feel like you're a gift, and I don't want to let go of the gift the universe is giving me. I have in the winter time, so that is a little bit more of a Sagittarius, Capricorn, Aquarius, Pisces energy, just the winter energy. I have the next new moon, and I have within a year. We could be in a totally different place. You're my queen. I'm your king, you know, just something like that. So let's see what some loving messages are. I feel like I'm not going to settle for less. And at the end of the day, they choose you. But I do feel like somebody's got to put their foot down first. Spirit, please share with me. I just want a loyal companionship. If you complete me and we're supposed to be together, I can't trust that you're dating other people. I can't trust that you want to be with other people. Like, I'm not interested in being one of many, you know? If I'm not good enough to be the only one, then you're not my person. Journey of love, the number 11. It is a journey. It's completion. We will always be one. Yeah, there's a sense of one. There's a sense of I need to be the only one. Kind of coming through over and over again. I can't stop thinking about you, touching me, and fantasizing about you. So the chemistry could be amazing. I mean, I could be really, really excited about you. And I have illuminate. You've brightened my path. Maybe for the first time ever, I've realized what true love could be. Maybe you've opened their eyes to what it's like to be with the right person. So we're going to put this out into the universe. I'm going to say stand your ground, be firm, so that you can get what you want and what's going to work. So I want to thank Spirit for these messages. If you're new to my channel, please remember to hit that like and subscribe button. Thank you always for your comments. If you'd like to book a private reading with me, I'll put my website link in the description below, KathyMamolenPsychicMedium.com. I have 2 other YouTube channels here on YouTube, and you can check those out with the links in the description. I want to thank you for the reading today and being here as always, and we'll see you again real soon.